Hey, we're back. We're back on tracks. We're gonna get moving. Alright, guys, welcome back to Sakura Angel. Let's see. I collapsed onto my knees, my stomach heaving. Never again. Flying just isn't for me. Of course not. Obviously, no. Sayaka gives me a solid pat on the back, which does little in the way of helping my stomach. Don't! I can barely get my words out after such a traumatic experience. I take in a deep breath and try again. Don't ever do that again! At least without asking if I was okay the first time. Hickory takes her turn to pat me on the back. No, it's more of a thump than anything, like a punch. Okay, I get it. Just no more patting. Sayaka circles around and bends forward to look at me, concern across her face. There you go. Whatever gave you that idea? I take a moment before finally straightening myself up. Oh yeah, guys, episode 5. Woo! Okay, I think I'm good now. While I was recovering, it looks like Sakura and Hickory were keeping guard, keep watching deep into the night for any signs of life. But it looks like they weren't bothered enough to pursue. Weird. Okay, so I know all I've pretty much done is ask you guys questions since we met, but huh, are you sure? She looks like one of you. You know, with the magical outfit and the wings. Whoops, I might have said the wrong thing there. They both turned to me, fire in their eyes. Even Sakura, who I thought was pretty easygoing, seems angry here. Wow, I didn't mean to. Huh. Hickory wraps her arms around herself to fight off a shiver. Alright, guys, we're gonna save this episode here. Yeah, see, this is episode 5. What's up? No, this is episode 6. Is it? I think this is episode 5. I'm not 100% sure, guys. Hickory wraps her arms around herself to fight off a shiver. Huh. So she's demon. So she's a demon. Even those horns. And your power is... She falls silent, deep thought. Man, I really don't get any of this! All I know is that apparently these monsters aren't the only thing I have to fear now. Apparently, done thinking, Sayaka snaps back into reality and grins. I think we've had enough excitement for one day, anyway. How about we get you home now? She reaches out to take a hold of my arm, but I'm one step ahead and jump back. I can already tell what she had in mind. No more flying! We'll walk, okay? Walk! Like hell it is. I was lucky I didn't have a heart attack when they were dragging me through the clouds like that. Completely shattered after all the events today, we started the journey back home. Nice! It isn't long before we arrived back at my house. And I can happily say we ran into, what, no more monsters or crazy scythe-wielding girls along the way. I can't believe I have to take them into consideration now. What has my life become? Reaching the front door of my house, however, I'm posed with a problem. These two girls insist on protecting me, and were just about to follow me straight into my house before I realized that they were still there. Somehow I get the idea my parents might be opposed to me bringing two complete strangers, and girls at that. Plus, that would just lead a whole new line of questions from them, and I'd rather not get them involved into this mess too. So it took a while and a lot of negotiating, and I really mean a lot. I was pretty much on my knees at one point. But I was able to persuade them that I would be perfectly safe in my house. They finally withdrew for the night, giving me some much needed room to breathe. They did say they wouldn't be too far away if I ever needed them. And that worries me. It wouldn't worry me at all. I closed the front door and almost collapsed against it with drawn out sigh and borrowed strength that I might have had up until this point, draining from me completely. What a day. My head aches. My arms throb. My legs feel like they're about to give away. Man, this is just one bad day. I can't believe I'm still standing after all that. The smell of food is heavy in the air, the aroma enough to take my mouth water. Oh, right. I think I forgot to eat today. I should probably fix that if I want any chance in surviving what tomorrow might bring me. Apparently, I'm just in time for food as the food is all set on the table with my parents about to dig in. This short window of time in this evening is really the only chance I ever get to see my parents outside of the holidays, so I usually cherish these dinners and try to engage with them as best as I can. But today I can hardly even get a word out. I sort of just grunt in their direction before I collapse into the dining chair. As the meal goes on, the usual questions come up between us, such as how our days went and if I had been up to much. Despite looking completely shattered, I say, it was like another day. That was nothing like another day. I get concerned looks, but they don't have any reason to doubt me. Before long, this dinner is finished. And after several extra helpings, I can't think of anything better to do than to call it an early night. I make myself excused and head for my room, my steps unsteady. I drop into my bed face first, the mattress giving out a groan. It can't be any later than 9 p.m., and I already want to sleep. Is every day going to be like this from here on out? I hope not. While I could just as easily fall asleep in the current position I'm in, there's probably a good risk I might suffocate, so I guess I might as well do things the proper way. If I have to. I push up off the bed and go to close the curtains. Huh? Maybe I already fell asleep. As I went to close, my eyes are drawn to an amber glow down in my garden. A fire. A campfire, to be precise. I'll give you 3 guesses to who that campfire belongs to. Yep. The 2 magical girls. Sayaka and Hikari seem to have taken it upon themselves to set up a little base camp in my back garden, complete with a tent and fire. I guess when they had said they'd be close by, they really meant close by. I think they're trying to cook something, going by the pan over the fire. I didn't realize their lives were so rough, with how glamorous they generally look. Oh, they saw me. Sayaka gives an enthusiastic wave my way, taking her eyes off the pan. Okay. Yeah, okay. Hi. I give a feeble wave back. Somehow I am getting the feeling I should be worried about this. Far more than I am. But, whatever. This can wait till tomorrow. I draw the curtain right as whatever Sakura pan ignites into a tremendous fire. Oh man, really, dude? I can just about cry of terror through the window panes. Letting out one final mighty yawn, I flop backwards onto my bed, and it's not long before whatever some balance of consciousness I might have had left drifts into the night. Jeez, man. Jeez. Streams of light filter from the curtains, rousing me out of sleep. What I wanted to last forever. Blah. I have half a mind to just turn over and unwrap myself to wrap myself in tighter in my blanket, but I guess I have enough to worry about right now without adding being late to school on top of my everything else. Let's tackle the day, I guess. I roll out from underneath the covers and crash to the floor with the grace of a sloth. Ow. On top of everything else, still aching from yesterday, my head thumps once more, right on schedule. I really wish it wouldn't cut me a break. It would cut me a break. Wow. Just this one time, starting from a crawl along the floor and gradually pulling myself up into a walk, as if I was evolving in real time. I tugged the curtains open. Huh? I looked down the garden, just finding it completely empty. Not a trace of a fire, the tent, or the girls. Maybe I was really dreaming last night. I mean, they couldn't really have been stupid as to camp in plain sight like that. The fire would be enough for the police to be brought down. That's one less thing for me to stress out about, at least. Thank God. Dude, just invite them into your home, man. Right, I better not waste any more time, or I'm going to miss my chance to have a proper breakfast like yesterday. Pawing at the dust around my eyes, I started for the bathroom. A nice hot shower should do wonders. I pull open and uh-oh. Ah! What? The bathroom is occupied. That's alright, my bad. Oh my god, I slammed the door back shut, my heart in an erratic mess. But that was a close one. Oh my god, wait a second. Something isn't adding up here. I swing open the door. Oh my god. Why would you do anime logic right there, guys? Anime logic. Jeez, crow. Seriously, anime logic. I knew it! It's Hikari! And underdressed Hikari at that. She's caught like a deer, frozen in headlights, her entire body tensing up in a near statuesque pose. Oh my god. She's down to rather extravagant underwear. If you don't count the stockings she was in the process of taking off. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. Huh, they match and everything. With how she's bent like this, my eyes can't help but gravitate to their rather ample Kenta! Huh? Huh? I'm snapped out of whatever daze I might have been in by her shrill tone. Oh my god, guys. What was I doing again? What were you doing? Shut the door already! Wait. Shouldn't I be asking you what you're doing in my... Yeah! Well, no. No. Does it look like genius? Her face is beet red. Her face, she's practically trembling with anger, though still frozen in place. But how am I the one at fault here? Hey now, don't get mad at me. I don't remember her ever giving you guys permission to freely use my house, especially not to shower. Not until you. Oh. Okay, but you could just. Her eyes give off a dangerous glow from the rumbling ever so slightly with a frightening power. I guess this can wait until afterwards. If I want to keep my house intact, at least. Okay. My bad. Really? Flashing an apologetic smile and laughing nervously, I bring the door to a close once more. As demonstrated last night, sometimes retreating this is the best course of action. Well, at a nice little situation, even he thinks it was a nice little situation. I find myself downstairs, both of the girls present. Wait, how? What? Sayaka has the same cheerful grin as ever, while Hickory looks like she wants to grab the nearest sharp object she can and gut me out with it. Again. That wasn't my fault. How was I supposed to know? So, do you guys want to explain yourselves? Oh my god, Kenta. Come on. She tilts her head, giving me a confused look. Oh, come on. How can I be the only one to find something strange with this? Well, I mean, what are you guys doing in my house? Using my things? I see no problem with that. So you pretty much just broke into my house. You did what? I quickly looking for any windows in sight. No trace of a break-in, at least. Jeez, what did they do? Throw a brick through one? I thought people knew magic would be more suitable. Subtle. She tries her best to reassure me with her limitless optimism, her hands on her hips, and with a blinding smile. I can't say I mirror her enthusiasm, though. I bring a palm to my forehead, a headache beginning to set in, and for once, I know the cause of this one. This is really necessary. Can you guys wait up? Can you guys just like magic yourselves clean or whatever? I get cold stares from both of them. I said the wrong thing again, didn't I? Oh my god. Hickory finally speaks up again, having got over the mini sulk. Yep, Kenta is kind of a dick. Fair point. But what am I getting out of this? What I'm getting out of this is, so what you're saying, is you could magic yourselves clean. Her eyes narrow. She takes a deep breath, her cheeks puffing out dangerously. Why do I suddenly fear for my ears? She sighs instead, the air escaping in one long, drawn-out breath of defeat. My eardrums are safe for another day. Phew! This is awesome. I catch a glance at the clock on the wall. All this drama has really eaten into my free time before school. If I don't start breakfast now, there will be no way. I'll make it in time. You guys do whatever then. I'm going to make some food. Good idea. Alright guys, this is probably gonna end another episode here, guys. So this is episode, I believe, 6. I'm not 100% sure, but this is episode 6. So we'll have to see what happens next. See you guys later. Bye!